We welcome you inside the Delta Center. Late start on the broadcast things, so we couldn't get fully prepared, and we are about to be underway here in Utah. It was just a weird starting, I guess, with the networks, and it wasn't showing the game, and now all of a sudden now it is. So we're back underway in Utah, and hope to give you good coverage of this one. Turnover. Here's shot, and that deflects off the goalpost. And it's moved ahead here by the Islanders. A 3-on-3 crossing the line. Duclair was trying to move it in, couldn't. Still loose along the wall. Still can't get it there. As it's played. Shot. Save made. It was Carcone with the opportunity. We welcome you in if you're just joining us on Friday Night Hockey. Played ahead. Schmaltz gave it into the middle. Here's a shot save made. Horvat will play it away. Cleared out of the zone. Will it be an icing? No, it will not. Nate Schmidt now with the puck. If you're just joining us, sorry for the late start, but stream was weird and the broadcast and all that stuff. But we're here in Utah and the Delta Center. Shots are 3-0 in favor of the Mammoth. Shot back in by Horvat from the blue line. Vejmelka and Riddick are the starting goalies. The Islanders came last night in overtime to the Vegas Golden Knights, winning that one 4-3, and they're now in Utah trying to get a win here. Dumped ahead, and that's intercepted the pass, and Simashev will clear it back into the Islanders zone. Pellick. And the Islanders 5-1-1 in their last 7 games. Might be one of the reasons is Matthew Schaefer, the rookie, has moved ahead here by the Islanders. Pellick's long shot on goal was stopped. As we welcome you in, everybody. Change the stream name and everything like that because I thought it was not going to be live, but it is. So. Cheers. So the first shot by, I believe, Carcone hit the post. And change the thumbnail and all that later on. Face-off in the Utah zone. And a little bit of a false start off the face-off. 3-1 the shots favoring the Utah Mammoth. It'll be Ritchie in the face-off dot. Couldn't win it, though. And DeSimone will look to clear it out the zone. The Islanders hold it in. Ritchie played back, though, by Marino. There's Schaefer passing it back for Marino. The Islanders trying to enter the zone. It's dumped back in. Played off the wall. And a giveaway right in front of the save. Vejmelka twice. In front of the net. They were trying to put it in and couldn't. And it still stays 0-0 here. This is a bad turnover right in front of the net, too. Very sloppy turnover there. Welcome you in. I'm Max. Glad you're with us here on the NHL and MHS Friday Night Hockey. I apologize for the late start. We usually don't do these late starts, I guess, in the broadcasts. We usually do an intro and explain what happens in the game. Unfortunately, some circumstances happened there with the broadcast feed, so I had to deal with it. Utah takes the puck here as a 3-on-2 crossing the line, dropping it off here. Wide open the shot, and McBain fanned on it. I believe it might have been blocked. McBain tries to pass it back to the point. Shot by Sergachev and a save by Riddick. He's 3-2 in 5 games he's played. Goals against average of a 3.41, a save percentage of a 8.86. Vejmelka on the other side for Utah, 7-4, 2.91 goals against average and a save percentage of a 8.81. So if you're just joining us here, New York Islanders and the Utah Mammoth, recent save there coming from Riddick. Hayden and John Gabriel Pajot. Now he gets kicked off, and now it's Anders Lee. Both the 27s tie up in the face-off dot, and the Islanders win it. And moved ahead, almost a giveaway right at the blue line. Here's Dylan Gunther dumping it back in. Hayden on the forecheck trying to get it. Romanov, they gave it away. Shot from distance was stopped by Riddick. Bokvist trying to move it ahead, couldn't. It's held in the zone. Simashev's shot, that deflected. Still in the corner, Anders Lee trying to get it out. Gunther on the forecheck trying to steal it back. Got knocked down, and Pajot clears it down the length of the ice for no icing. It slowed down the puck. 6-2, the shots favoring the Utah Mammoth here 3.5 minutes into this game. Dumped back in. Here's Schmaltz on the outside, now behind the net. Schmaltz still has it. Feeds it up top. Shot from distance was deflected and out of play. Welcome you in, everybody. And NHL and MHS hockey. Testing out some new audio stuff now, as the horn should probably sound even more louder. There we go. That's the buzzer. Off the draw, one here. Pellick trying to clear it. Horvat still loose along the wall. There's Schaefer right in front of his own net. Chips it out of the zone. Given away at center, though. Here's Nick Schmaltz moving it ahead. Schmaltz centered. He sent it across, and no one was there. It was just tied up. 3-on-2 the other way for the Islanders. Holmstrom trying to feed it there. Was Barzell, and he couldn't. Intercepted. Here come the Utah Mammoth the other way. 3-on-3. Entering the zone. Keller will rim it all the way around. Back to the point. Held in by Schmaltz. Shot deflected, blocked off of bodies, and cleared out the zone. Drouin will play it back, and both teams will go for a line change so far. The shots are 7-2 in favor of the Mammoth. Playing it back here was Pellick. Shot back in from center. Dumping it deep into the corner. Ian Cole will rim it all the way around. Tanev will drop it off of her speedy Utah team. Dropping it off. Ian Cole's shot! Up in the air. Where is the puck? And now it comes into the high slot. Shot blocked in front. Turnaround chance. Goes back to the point. Ian Cole finds one on goal. Might have been blocked to the corner. Mayfield gets it behind his own net. Playing it off the wall, off the skate of one of the Islanders, but they're able to clear it. Utah Mammoth this season outscored opponents 17-10 in the first periods. Here come the Mammoth entering the zone. Centering pass was there in front of the net. Couldn't connect, though. Shot back in by Heineman. Playing it deep into the corner. Peterka will move it ahead. 3-on-2 for the Mammoth. This is a very speedy Mammoth team. They have finally changed their name from the hockey club to the Mammoth. Peterka playing it off the wall. Sending it deep was Krause. Peterka trying to get it from a tough angle. Pellick was tying him up at the side of the net. Still behind the net, though. Delayed penalty. Peterka stopped twice, and Riddick gets bumped into. And now we have a penalty here. And we'll see who it is on. At the moment, we will find out who gets the penalty here. And I think it might have been on the Islanders. So the Islanders are going to go to the power play here. Sorry, everybody, with the sound. Telling everybody we're live right now here on the NHL and MHS. So it looks like a penalty, and Peterka got taken down by Pellick, and then Bokvist got taken down. So a penalty kill for the Islanders. Utah to the power play. As Sergachev has it up top. Fakes the one-timer was Keller. Sending it low. In the slot. The shot was blocked. Sergachev tried to pass it. It's still loose in front of the net. And a penalty upcoming on Utah. Just 18 seconds into their power play. And a hooking call on Logan Cooley. So a power play that did not get much, as a hooking call by Cooley took down Pellick, and so we will play 4-on-4 for 1:42, and then we will play a Islanders power play. Hooking, Cooley, penalty, and the shots are 10-2 in favor of the Utah Mammoth here in this game. Welcome you in if you're just joining us. I know it's not much of you because I know it's unplanned, this start of the game. And, yeah, I apologize for that in advance. McBain against Jonathan Drouin. Face-off won by Drouin. 4-on-4 hockey here. Almost stolen away there, and it's held in the line. Barzell continues to wait. Dropped it off. Here's Schaefer. He'll circle back. He'll play it back to the point for Drouin. Patterson it across. Far wing shot. Deflected across to the corner. Barzell will play it out to center. Schaefer. Now to Drouin. Drouin moving through the middle with some speed. 1-on-4. Drouin continues to wait for an option. Here's Barzell behind the net. Playing it back. Matthew Barzell still has the puck. Up high shot. Deflected into the glove of Amelka and a save made. 57 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. We'll be right back here on the NHL on MHS. Welcome you back here on the NHL on MHS. I'm Max, glad you're with us here, and sorry for the rush start, and obviously there's some glitches with our stream and all that stuff, and it barely came back on, so it looked like the stream was going to be canceled, and thankfully it wasn't. So we welcome you back, everybody. Just a little bit before 7 minutes passing here in the first period, scoreless. Utah out shooting the New York Islanders 9-2. We're on 4-on-4 hockey with another 55 seconds remaining on it, and then a partial Islanders power play if it gets to that point. And there's a whistle here. I believe the puck may have gone out of play or hit something on the bench. And there's Kevin Stenlund having some trouble on the bench. I guess something must have hit him. Welcome you in if you're just joining us. NHL and MHS Friday Night Hockey. Yeah, the Mammoth and the Islanders. Romanov gets it off the face-off. 4-on-4 shot. Deflected on goal. They score! A weird shot. It was whacked at by Heineman, and it's 1-0 Islanders. A weird one there for sure. The shot from the point, and then it was actually slowed down, I believe, by Barrett Hayden, and then it slowly came to a pass for Heineman, and a 4-on-4 goal here has started the scoring for the New York Islanders, and they lead 1-0. They don't even need the power play. They got it before their power play was about to come. 8th goal of the season for Emil Heineman. Here's Pelech. And their third shot on goal has became a goal. Back in. Onside. Wraparound attempt couldn't go. It was Shabnov, I believe. Or no, it's Schaefer. Schaefer was trying to get it. Simashev will play it back. The 4-on-4 is, I believe, over now. We welcome you in, everybody. Heineman with his third goal in 5 games for the New York Islanders. Keller playing it back. Utah with a ferocious start to this game, but they hadn't been able to take advantage of anything. And now they are trailing 1-0 in the game. Intercepted off the bench, Duclair. Romanov gets it back off the pass from Anders Lee. Romanov dropping it back. Romanov will dump it back in. Play by Vamelka. Anders Lee tried to knock it down. Did not come back to the point. Cooley will move it ahead. Cross-ice pass from Barrett Hayden. No one was there to receive it, and the Islanders regain possession. More than 8 minutes into the first period, 1-0 Islanders. Emil Heineman with the goal, his 8th of the season. Along the boards it is fought for. Fishing the puck, it comes free right into the high slot. Moved away here by the Mammoth, dumping it back in. Barrett Hayden was trying to get it. Along the boards, it is cleared once again. McBain will play it back. Dumped back in. No icing. Nice play there off the boards. Krause looking to center one for Peterka. Krause will get it again. Utah pressuring here and looking to tie the game. Krause leaves it. Sergachev's at the point. Passing it down low. Krause. McBain's in front. Peterka's shot from the point was blocked. 2-on-1 potentially for the Islanders. It gets erased though, and now it's a 3-on-2. Racing in, shot. Blocked in front. Now Jonathan Drouin with the opportunity. Here come the Mammoth. Deflected back in from the blue line. And they'll have to circle back. Welcome you in, everybody. DeSimone was trying to move it ahead for the Mammoth. Can't get it out of the zone, though. And it gets stolen away along the boards by Cizikas. Gets it free from the corner. Sitlikov will try to play it back to the point. Could not. Held in the zone by Ritchie. And then the Mammoth get the puck back. Schaefer trying to defend him. It's Tanev trying to get it. And Schaefer nicely played it, but then gave it away. The centering pass couldn't go to Tanev. Rimmed all the way around. Stenlund gets it in the corner with 9.5 to go here in the first period. Stenlund couldn't send it deep, and now he'll shoot it back in. Both teams will go for a line change. Ritchie drops it off. The Islanders with possession here. Shot down. Played off the boards. Simashev will move it around. 9 minutes to go here in the first period. Schmaltz looking to clear it out of the zone. He did. Simashev moved ahead here. Great pass. Here's a chance for Cooley. Dropped it off. Sergachev pass it across the lane now. Cooley try to get it behind the net. Seemed like a little bit too much passing there on that sequence. Sergachev fakes the shot. Now he shoots. It was blocked in front. Schmaltz. Now Cooley trying to get in the corner. Trying to pass it back to the point. That gets intercepted. Schmaltz dropped it off. Sergachev. Cooley again. Pressured along the boards. Sending it deep. Sending it cross ice for Schmaltz. Schmaltz delays. Continues to wait. Passed it. Keller in front. What a chance. Rebound, score! And Utah's tied it up. Nick Schmaltz with a goal. Great patience by Keller on the far wing, passing it across. We are even at 1 with 8:19 to go in the first. Great patience. Unbelievable patience by Clayton Keller. The first chance got denied, Logan Cooley, and then Schmaltz put it in on the rebound. And now they're looking at it to see if that went in or not, or maybe some goaltender interference. So we're going to have a review here after the goal, and we'll see if that goal will stand or not. And there's no goalie interference. There's none. There is absolutely none. Absolutely not. That does not look like goalie interference to me. But we have seen a lot of those not looking like goalie interference, but it is. So it's under review. I'm not sure if it was challenged by the Islanders or not. That's the question to be asked here. And now they take off the mics. We'll see if this game is tied at 1. It seems like no goal. Oh, wow. That's goalie interference? Oh, the blocked shot. Pelech actually blocked the shot. It never actually went into the net. They called it a goal, but it wasn't in. What a block. That's why they were arguing it. Pelech blocked the puck with his glove. He made a punching save right there, and I thought it went in. Everyone thought it went in. Face-off one here. Shot off the draw. Rebound in front. So Utah loses the goal there under review. It never went into the net. Along the boards. Pollock has it. Pressured on the puck in his own zone. Schaefer will move it ahead right through the middle. The Islanders get a break there. Lee. That looked off. And now the Utah Mammoth had it again. Carcone flipped out to center ice. Gunther was trying to knock it down with his glove. Couldn't. Schaefer has it in his own zone with 7:40 to go. Pajot drops it into the middle. Romanov, that's picked off the bench. Here's Gunther. Passing it far wing. Back for Gunther, and a deflection on goal. And this one will not be icing, as Nate Schmid will go back. Nate Schmid moving it through center, shooting it back in from center ice. Utah just erased a goal here because it never actually went in. Peterka. Barzell intercepted that pass. Cleared out of the zone. Trying to pass it for Holmstrom. That gets intercepted though. Marino moves it in. Passes it far wing. Cross in front. They score! They respond and tie it! They do get the goal. J.J. Peterka. That's his 5th goal of the season. And a great pass again. Lawson Krause feeding it back door to Peterka. And with 6:58 to go, the Utah Mammoth have tied it up. Face-off won by the Mammoth after the draw. 12-3, the shots favoring the Mammoth, and they finally break through. The first one didn't actually go in, and then the second one right now, which is technically their first, did go in. J.J. Peterka's got it. His 6th goal of the season. And we are tied at 1 here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Back in are the Mammoths. Yamamoto and Tanev try to put it in and couldn't. 6:28 left to go here. Tied at 1. here at the Delta Center. We'll be right back here in Utah. We welcome you back here at the Delta Center. 1-1. Mammoth Islanders. The latest goal coming from J.J. Peterka. And we are tied at 1 here. And welcome you back in. I'm Max. Glad you're with us here on the NHL on MHS. 1-1. 6:28 left to go here in the first period. A dominating first period on the shots on goal in favor of the Utah Mammoth, but they barely just got the goal to tie it for J.J. Peterka. And we are tied at 1. Mammoth Islanders with 6:28 to go in the first. 13-3 the shots favoring the Mammoth. It's Schmaltz and Horvat in the faceoff. They win the faceoff. It goes into the corner along the wall. Fished free. Keller shot it deep into the far side corner. Palmieri intercepts that. 13-3, the shots favoring the Mammoth. And on their 3 shots, the Islanders got the first goal. Cooley will shoot it back in. Off the boards by Pollock. He'll get it back from Schaefer. Clears it out the center, but it's intercepted once again. A lot of these Islanders' breakout passes have been intercepted at center ice, and they have not been able to cleanly get out of their own zone or get a stretch pass going. Horvat passed it. Schaefer trying to go short side and couldn't as he missed the net. Krause and Marino with the assist. We get a whistle here along the boards with 5:42 to go. What's the call here? It might be a penalty. It is. Who's it going to be on? It seems like Utah is going to get the penalty, and the Islanders will have a power play. So the Islanders trying to get their lead back as the penalty was called there out inside the Utah Mammoth zone. There was a puck battle. Maybe it's a too many men. It was a too many men. I think it was. No. It can't be. No, it wasn't that. Might have been that. Yeah, it actually is. I think it is. I think that's what the call was. So the Islanders get a power play. Too many men on the ice. Carcone serving the penalty. Schaefer has it at center. The Islanders looking to take the lead again. They only have 3 shots on goal in the game. They already had a lead in this one. Emil Heineman breaking pass. Palmieri tried to center one. Palmieri gets it again, and he's stopped. Vejmelka with a huge save. Big save there by Vejmelka here on this penalty kill for the Mammoth. 20th ranked power play for the Islanders. The 15th ranked penalty kill for the Utah Mammoth. Up in the air, it's played along the boards. Barzell plays it back for Schaefer at the point. Switching it across. Palmieri. Horvat Back for Palmieri, or he tried to pass it back, and it's cleared down the length of the ice by the Mammoth. A minute left to go on this Islanders power play. Riddick will play it. But, D'Angelo will move it ahead. That pass is held in. D'Angelo, as the Utah Mammoths were looking to clear it. Shot! Deflects out of play, and the shot was taken there by Ritchie. 4:26 to go here in the opening period. Have an intermission report coming up next after this first period ends. Talk about the Islanders' lack of offense here in this first period. They've had chances. Or they had chances to materialize, and they haven't materialized into anything. They've only had 4 shots on goal. The Mammoth coming out strong here, but they had to battle back in this first period to even tie it. They are out shooting the Islanders 12-4, and they were trailing in this game. Hyndman sending it low. Anders Lee playing it off the wall. Holmstrom couldn't hold it in. Now it's held in the line. D'Angelo. Holmstrom. Back for D'Angelo. D'Angelo shoots through traffic and deflected. And Ritchie will play it back for D'Angelo once again. Shot deflected wide of the net. Holmstrom. Lee couldn't get it. Cleared off the glass and out of the zone. 9 seconds to go on the power play for the Islanders. Pollock will move it ahead through center ice with some speed. Pollock penalties over. Pollock wrapping around behind the net. Trying to feed it back for Pellick. Here come the Mammoth the other way. Gunther with some speed. Dylan Gunther holds up and waits. He got cornered by 2 Islanders in the corner. Hayden playing it off the wall. Great pass across in the circle. Try to feed it in front. Was Schmid. Couldn't. Up high. Here's a shot that was blocked in front. Marino from the blue line. 12-5. The shots favoring the Mammoth. Block shots in the game 6-4 in favor of the New York Islanders. Marino will play it. Here's Schmaltz on the far wing. Schmaltz drops it off for Cooley. Back for Schmaltz, and a one-timer in the slot goes wide. Cooley will get it in the corner. Delayed penalty upcoming to the Islanders. Cooley waiting on the backhand. Feeds it up top. Cooley gets it once again. Feeds it across. That deflected. Back to the point, held in by Keller. Plays it across. Empty net at the other end because of the delayed penalty on the Islanders. Keller at the blue line, sending it low. Cooley feeds it low, deflected. Schmaltz waits, plays it down low. Cooley's open. Schmaltz will get it in the corner at the goal line. 2:15 left to go here in the first period. Schmaltz, and the pass was fanned on, touched up. Utah will get a power play. We'll be back. 2:11 left to go. The Mammoth will have a chance to score on the man advantage when we come back. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. We welcome you back here in Utah with 2:11 left to go here in the first period. The Utah Mammoth about to go on the power play. We welcome you in if you're just joining us here on the NHL and MHS. Our intermission report coming up next here. We'll go over scores around the National Hockey League, Global Series, everything like that. There's Sir Curry in our chat. 2:11 left to go. So the Mammoth, an opportunity to take the lead here on the power play. Off the face-off, won by the Islanders. They clear it down the lane to the ice. It deflected. I think it will not be a delay of game penalty. If it is. It's going to be a two-man advantage. I thought it deflected. So the Mammoth will have a 5-on-3 advantage for 1 minute and 53 seconds. Holmstrom launches that puck to space into the seats, and now it's Schaefer and Holmstrom in the box, and a chance for the Mammoth to take a huge advantage here in the game. Schmaltz and Cooley both with 3 power play goals this season. .204 left to go, 1 minute and 53 left to go here on the 5-on-3. The Islanders clear it right off the draw, and it went into the bench. It was Riddick who cleared it, and he got a little too excited. He just wanted to get that puck out of the zone, and he got it out. Went out of play, though. So the faceoff still stays in the Islanders zone, a 5-on-3 advantage here for Utah. Off the draw, one here by the Mammoth. Keller. Keller sending it low. Down low it goes, and the pass couldn't go for Gunther. Islanders will send it down the lane to the ice. Sergachev with the puck now. He'll move it ahead. Schmaltz passed it for Cooley. Dropped it off. Movement here, Schmaltz for Keller. Trying to feed it in front for Cooley. He was there. Pass back to the point. Gunther, 5-on-3 advantage here for Utah. Sergachev, one-timer, score! Dylan Gunther, a one-timer in the circle. Power play goal, 2-1. What a shot by Dylan Gunther. Beautiful goal. Beautiful shot. Sergachev the pass to Gunther. What a perfectly placed one-timer right there. With 1 minute and 25 to go, there's still a power play here, 5-on-4. But now Utah has a 2-1 lead. 1:22 to go. Peterka playing it. Off the wall, Stenlund. Dropping it off. Back in. There's still a power play here for Utah. It's going to be a 5-on-4 advantage. Peterka with 1 minute and 4 left to go here in the period. Peterka gets it again. Off the pass from Schmid. And then is cleared out of the zone with less than a minute to go. 50 seconds to go on the power play for the Mammoth. Dumped back into the far corner. Cleared down the length of the ice by the Islanders. 40 seconds to go. Our intermission report coming up next. 2-1 Mammoth here in Utah. Delta Center. Gunther couldn't receive the pass. Sure-handed. Here comes Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat trying to make a move on Schmid, and he couldn't. The other way comes Gunther, looking for his second. Dropped it off. 21 seconds to go here in the period. Playing it off the wall. It goes back to the point. Sergachev. Keller with 15 to go. Keller down low. Cooley tried to feed it for Gunther. Couldn't go. 10 seconds to go. Sergachev delays. Passed it. One-timer wide of the net. 5 seconds to go. Still some time. Full strength now. Centering pass. Tied up. That'll end the period. 2-1. in favor of the Mammoth after the first 20 minutes. We will be right back. Wow. So the Islanders do survive the 5-on-4 power play, but they have lost their 1-0 lead that was given by Heineman, who scored the first goal of the game. And now it's a 2-1 Utah advantage. So we will be right back in just a moment with our intermission report. We'll see you till then. Second period after our intermission report. We'll be right back. 2-1 Mammoth. Welcome back to the NHL on MHS.
Scores! Unbelievable! It's a story!
What a shot!
Shot scores!
That is your winner!
Scores! Sam Ryan on a highlight reel goal as the Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
Welcome to Delta Center, the first intermission report here. Friday Night Hockey on MHS in Salt Lake City between the New York Islanders and the Utah Mammoth. Welcome you and everybody. I'm Max. Glad you're with us here on the NHL on MHS. Always the camera. Always the camera's in a weird position. There we go. Now it's good. Yeah. So our first intermission, our first period came to a close in a very entertaining one, I would say. 3 goals in that first period, one that was taken off the board. Utah had a tying mark. They originally, before their other tying mark, yeah, I know, it sounds complicated, but they had a goal wiped out because it never went in. It was a great block there by one of the Islanders right in front of the net, and but then Utah tied it up like a minute later. So doesn't really matter now, but at that moment, at least, that was huge in the game. So let's talk about what happened in that first period and show you what happened in that first period in terms of stats and everything like that. 2-1 right now in favor of the Utah Mammoth. Heineman, we got the first goal of the game. This was right off the face-off, coming from a commercial break at 7:13. And the shot slowed down towards the net. It was Tony DeAngelo's shot from the point, came to Heineman, 8th of the season, and is that Brandon in the chat? I feel like I know that's Brandon in the chat. I think, I think it is. We'll see. We'll see if he responds or not. But we'll see. I think it is Brandon in the chat. Yeah, yes, he is. That's. Should we bring him on the stream? Yeah, let's see what he says. See what he says. We'll see if he wants to be on the stream. All right, 2-1 right now in favor of the Mammoth. 1-1 right now. Peterka got the tying mark here on this goal. Great pass by Krause right here. Great passing play by the Mammoth right here. They've had 2 pretty goals here. That one was a great deflection. Peterka wide open. And he's made it 2-1. And we'll get Brandon in here when we come back to the second period, when we go back to another commercial break. Krause and Marino with the assists on that one on 13:02. A tip-in, tied at 1. 18:35. Power play plenty for the Utah Mammoth. They got a 5-on-3. A beautiful one-timer by Dylan Gunther. Look at this. What a shot. 2-1. Sergachev. Kelly with the assists. They have the lead on a slap shot, they say. 13-6 the shots favoring the Utah Mammoth. Faceouts in favor of the Islanders, 53%. 1 for 3 on the power play of the Mammoth. And they meet one more time on January 1st. Well, the new year in 2026. We're that close. We're yeah, a very beautiful shot there. All the penalties that happened here in that first period. 3 on the Islanders, 2 on the Mammoth. We'll be right back. We'll bring Brandon in for the second period. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back, everybody, here on the NHL and on MHS, and an old friend with us. We haven't had him on the broadcast in a little bit. Brandon's back. Second period about to be underway, and I know you didn't watch much of the game, and now you're seeing it on your screen, so now you can actually watch what's happening. But I mean, but it's 2-1 Utah. What do you think is going right for them?
Honestly, if I had to be honest, I have no idea because I just got on.
Okay, well, we'll see that second period, and you'll probably be able to see what's happening and all that stuff. Do you see the game good? It's on commercial break.
Yeah, I see commercial break. I see 3 beautiful people on top and 4 beautiful people on the bottom.
All right. Welcome you back, everybody. If you're just joining us, the NHL and MHS Friday night hockey, and why not throw it back on Friday night hockey? Bring back one of our old friends.
Hola.
Hola, indeed. The Utah Mammoth went 1-1 against the Islanders last season. Sergachev leads the team in scoring with 11 points. That's now changed now. 17 career NHL games against the New York Islanders. And the Mammoth are set to play their 100th regular season game here tonight, and they've played one period of it.
Yes.
Utah has a 5-1 record at home and is tied for the 3rd best home points percentage this season. We're back here for the second period. The Mammoth have killed off all penalties taken in 7 straight games. They're 12 for 12 on the penalty kill, earning the best penalty kill in the league over that span. Now they're, I believe, 13 for 13, so they killed one off this one. The difference between these numbers are crazy. Rush chances, none for the Islanders. 1 slot driving play, 1 turnover chance, and, I mean, pretty lopsided here, and a lot of noise from Brandon's side. Sorry, Brandon.
I'm trying not to, but your phone's so sensitive now.
Oh, jeez.
Way more sensitive than it used to be.
Fun. 13-6, the shots favoring the Mammoth. They have a 2-1 lead right now. Riddick is in net. He has a 3-2 record in 5 games he's played this season, an .886 save percentage entering the game. Vejmelka's in goal. That's their starter for the Mammoth. 7-4 record, 2.91 goals against average, save percentage of a .881, and the Mammoth lead after 20 minutes of play. We'll see what we see in the second period. What do you think we're going to see here in the second period?
Well, so far, the team that is white and blue appears to be winning so far.
Or now they're losing now. Or the white. Okay, there's.
Yeah.
You gotta say which tint of blue, because it's both white and blue.
I couldn't see the name for a second.
So it's the Islanders, the dark blue, and the Utah Mammoth, the lighter blue. So there's the difference.
Yeah.
Well, is that more of a baby blue? Yeah, I think it's more of a baby blue. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either baby blue or sky blue.
Yep.
Tomato.
Tomato, yeah. Same thing. Whatever. We're underway here in the second period regardless. And play by Vejmelka. Dropped off to Simone. And clear to the line, not out. Shot wide of the net. Played back around the wall. D'Angelo centering pass up high. Goes high. Pelech sending it deep off the boards awkwardly. And Vejmelka had to cover it at the side of the net. 28 seconds in.
8 seconds.
Games we had already in the day. Pittsburgh Penguins and the Nashville Predators played earlier on in the Global Series in Sweden. So that game started at 1 Central Time, our time, me and Brandon's time. And 2-1 victory, a comeback victory by Nashville in overtime. Steven Stamkos the overtime winner in that one. Pretty entertaining game, if you say so. Hopefully we can see overtime here. I haven't commentated overtime since Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. Back in are the Mammoth. Kraus waits. He'll send it in deep. Riddick played it around the wall. Sergachev, McBain, Kraus plays it off the boards. It's intercepted by Hyndman, who has the only Islanders goal of the game. Horvat will move it in. Palmieri has it. Palmieri trying to feed it in front for Horvat. Couldn't connect. And it's played off the wall by Sergachev. And not out of the zone, but forced out. Palmieri. It is not out still. I thought it was out. No, it was not. He held in the puck, but he was out of the zone. Horvat. Guess he kept the puck inside the zone, though. McBain will backhand it to the line. Not out. Palmieri. And Sergachev. Or pardon me, not Sergachev. That was Simashev.
There you go.
A lot of Chevs.
Yeah.
Sergachev has it behind his own net. You can see the shots on goal, the SOG, 13-7 favoring Utah. They've dominated this game, or at least offensively. What do you think that's going right for them?
Well, as long as they keep playing the way they're playing right now, they should be able to keep pushing forward.
Cooley trying to feed it across. Holmstrom intercepted the pass. And here is Barzell. Wrap around right on the goal line. It was there in the crease. And so close to the tying mark by the Islanders. Couldn't get it, though. Now that one, Karen, back on Vejmelka, and another awkward save. This is a pretty close chance here, Brandon, that the Islanders just had, and somehow he couldn't put it in. What'd you see here? This is not the chance, but...
A very disappointing moment, that's what I saw.
Yeah, that's a very disappointing. It's been a lot of weird bounces in this game with the puck. The puck has been bouncing a lot here in this second period. Look at this chance. Oh! Did he make a save on? I like those pads. Did you see the pads of the goalie?
Yeah.
Those are really nice. It's the logo on his pads, but the colors just look nice. Bo Horvat had a goal, had 2 assists last night. 7-game point streak he has right now. 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. The Islanders played in Vegas last night where they came back 4-3 in the Sin City in overtime. Pajot, the shot! The deflected wide. Yamamoto looking to clear it. Could not. Ritchie along the boards. Stenlund pressured along the wall. Cizikas was trying to get it. Held in the point by D'Angelo. Cizikas trying to get it. Now Ritchie behind the net. Ritchie centered Cizikas and a save made. 17-10 left to go. Well, right now it seems like the Islanders are getting some offense here. What do you think?
Yeah, they're definitely getting some offense in there, from what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Getting some good chances. It seems like Utah cannot. They keep not controlling the puck here. Like you see, they have it on their sticks, but they can't clear it out of their own zone. They haven't been on the other side of the ice. Look, they just keep giving it back to them. Can't be doing that. What do you think?
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Can't be doing
Doesn't
that.
help you.
Bokvist will send it in deep. Horvat will install it deep. Palmieri. Heineman behind the net. Now in the corner. Palmieri to Horvat in front. That deflected right in the slot. And Zach's in the chat now. You better join the party here, Zach. We got Brandon back on the stream.
Yeah, you better join or we're going to get you in trouble, mister.
You better join. Gunther holds it in. And here come the Islanders now. Emil Heineman, who had the first goal. Great pass, shot, blocked in front, up in the air. It's in the corner. Schmid will move it ahead for Gunther. Shooting it back in from center. 13-7, the shots favoring the New York Islanders. Or the Utah Mammoth, pardon me. Shot back down. Play by Vejmelka behind his own net. That's Paterka deflecting that on goal. Played. Lee will move it ahead. 4 minutes into the second period here in Utah. Ian Cole will get it now. McBain back for Ian Cole again. Banking it off the boards out to center. Krause will send it in deep. Paterka was trying to race for it. Couldn't. Deflected down. No icing yet. And Zach hasn't responded to us in the chat. Ian Cole will move it ahead. Dropping it off McBain. Barzell. Pollock. Schaefer trying to clear it. And they will. A 3-on-2 for the Islanders. Now a 2-on-1. Barzell waits. He shoots. He missed the net. Schaefer holds it in. Rimmed it all the way around Holmstrom. Barzell trying to get it. Not held in the zone. J.J. Paterka the other way. Looking to score here for the Mammoth. Circles behind the net with the puck. Mammoth centered. Shot save made on Logan Cooley. Held in the zone by Paterka. Here's Keller. Keller waits and tried to pass it for Schmid. Couldn't. It was deflected away. Simashev will bat it back in. Onside. Cooley almost got the pass. Couldn't get it though. Wow, that close. Siplikov lost it. Cleared out of the zone by the Mammoth. Shot back in. Siplikov off his stick. The shots are 2-1 in the period in favor of the the Mammoth, pardon me. Centering pass right in front. Shot. How did he miss the net? How? And then the shot deflects out of play. How in the world did the Islanders not score there on a centering pass by Casey Cizikas? He had the slot chance. Let's look at this replay. Wow, he just skied it. He just skied it. Wow.
I don't know how you mess up that badly. Very disappointing to see.
Very disappointing. For the Islanders, at least. For the Utah Mammoth, they're holding their breath.
Yeah, they're going to need to step up their game if they're going to win this.
So the Islanders keep pushing here, and Utah's lead does not look safe right now. It's a one-goal game, obviously. And obviously, you want to extend your lead. That shot was blocked off the draw, and we got an injured Utah player in front of the net. Now he gets back up, Sergachev. I thought the play had expired. I thought it was dead. Shot deflected. Now it's dead. As with 14:05 to go, the puck goes out of play. And Sergachev not putting pressure on his other side now. He's just swinging that leg around as he blocked a shot that had a lot of steam on it. Brandon, your thoughts on the game so far?
So far, the Islanders are failing miserably, and the other team is...
It's a little harsh, don't you think?
Well, so far from what I'm seeing, the Islanders are making a very disappointing show for us today.
I guess. Utah trying to extend their lead. The Islanders looking to tie the game at 2. The last Islanders game I commentated, they won in the final minute. Shot blocked in front. They won with 67 seconds to go. As it's moved ahead, Gunther dropped it off. Hayden lost it, and it's not held in the zone. That deflects into the bench and out of play with 13:49 left to go here in the second. 2-1 Utah. Islanders trying to come back and tie the game. Mammoth looking to extend their lead. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Welcome you back inside of the Delta Center. Joining alongside Brandon, I'm Max. Glad you're with us here on the NHL and MHS. Brandon, no, I know much hasn't happened in this second period, but I mean, if you had anything to say, what would you say?
Try harder, Islanders. Come on.
So, I guess Brandon wants the Islanders to win that, but I guess he hates Utah. That's confirmed.
No, I mean, you can at least put up a fight, man.
There's Duclair along the boards. Behind the net, Anders Lee gets cross-checked down, no penalty. Here's Carcone passing it, Gunther. Gunther Delane. Carcone behind the net. Now in the corner. He'll play it back to the point, held in. Shot from distance by Marino. Deflects wide of the net. Schmid will get it now. Installing it deep. Held in the zone. Gunther trying to get to the loose puck. Riddick gets there first. Turned over to Tanev. Playing it back to the point. Held in by Marino. To Tanev once again. Back for Marino with some room. He'll circle back. One-timer blocked in front by his own man. Brandon Tanev blocked his teammate's shot in front. Utah holds it in. Stenlund has it. Continues to delay. He'll go back to the point. Schmid passing it across. Into the middle. Here's a chance. Now in the corner. Yamamoto has it. Continues to delay. Yamamoto passing it for Marino. Marino centered. Tanev, it was there. Deflected away. Schaefer will move it ahead now. He'll flip it out of the zone. Some dead tired Islanders. And they'll finally be able to get a change. Simashev will deflect it back up into the air. It goes into the corner. It is not out of the play yet. Heineman and McBain moved ahead here. Nothing much here in the second period, right, Brandon? Brian. I don't know why I was about to say Brian. I don't know. You ask me. I don't know what I was thinking. Paterka sent it behind the net. Playing it off the wall. Romanov couldn't clear it. McBain has it in the corner. The shots are still 2-1 in the period. There's not been much offense here in this second period. Only 3 shots combined here in the second period. A turnover almost. Paterka has it. Played off the wall. Krause is moving up ice, but now he's going to go to the bench. He's going to go for a line change. McBain will drop it off for Sergachev. Sergachev delaying, now right through the middle. Here's Keller. Keller's in shot. Short side chance was denied by Riddick. The other way come the Islanders. Matthew Barzell holds up and waits. Passes it back to the point. No one was there. 4-on-2 for the Mammoth. Now a 4-on-3. Pass it. Schmaltz shot. Save. Riddick. He didn't get all of it on that shot. With 10:48 to go here in the second. Welcome you in if you're just tuning in with us. Max and Brandon here commentating the game.
Hola.
Yeah, so that's a voice we haven't heard in a long time. When was the last time you were on here?
Like a
solid year.
Like a year ago?
Probably a solid year since you've been on the broadcast here.
Like at least a solid year.
Solid year. Because I remember it was Zach, me, and you, and Eli back in the day. And then it kind of just got shortened. Shut off the draw. Rebound. Stenlund couldn't get it. Yamamoto. Stenlund now. Centering past the Tanev. Rimmed it all the way around. Sazika's trying to get in the corner. Along the wall, Marino. Still loose along the boards. Yamamoto trying to get it free. Tanev, and then he lost it. The other way come the Islanders. Siplikov will dump it back in. He'll get it back off his dumping. Schmid, board battle. Siplikov plays it. Ritchie let it go to Schaefer. Passing it down low. Siplikov up high off the skate of Ritchie, and the other way come the Mammoth. Dumped back in, though, by Yamamoto as he'll go for a line change. 17-7. The shots favoring the Utah Mammoth here in the game. We have already passed the halfway point of this hockey game. 2-1 Mammoth. Almost a steal there by Schmaltz on Barzell. Back in are the Islanders. Barzell! A delayed penalty upcoming here, and it's going against the Mammoth. Duran up high. Winds and fires one on goal. Romanov denied. And a power play for the Islanders. We will be right back, and a Islanders power play when we return. And Brandon, your phone's really sensitive nowadays.
Why is it sensitive, senor?
I don't know. Ask Apple. We'll be back in just a moment.
Alright, hold on.
We're back, everybody, here inside of the Delta Center. I'll join alongside Brandon. I'm Max. Glad you're with us here on the NHL and MHS. 9:41 left to go here in the second period. And the Islanders are going to the power play as Logan Cooley's going to go to the box for hooking. What do you think they got to do on this power play here?
On this power play, they're probably going to score.
They got to score.
Probably going to be a tie.
Sergachev tied up. Two players went down in the process. It was Palmieri, and Palmieri was mad he didn't draw a penalty there. And he argues with the referee. No point in doing that. They got to score on their man advantage right now. Schaefer with the puck now. Moves it through center. They're 0 for 2 on the night. Horvat playing it back. Barzell across. Palmieri. Schaefer again. Passing it to Palmieri. Back for Schaefer. Schaefer delays to Horvat. Horvat to Barzell, down low. Palmieri shot, save, and cleared by the Mammoth. Now I hear your game. Schaefer, Palmieri, passing it across. Back to the point. Barzell waits. Barzell looks. Palmieri, back for Barzell again. One-timer by Horvat. Deflects wide of the net. Now I hear your game now, Brandon.
What?
I hear your game now. now it's picking up.
I remember how back in the day, each broadcast we would do, and every single game would be tied.
Well, I mean, there's still a lot of time. This could be tight and going to overtime. We will see. We'll see. That's your favorite thing, Holmstrom playing it. D'Angelo waits. He shoots. The rebound. Holmstrom stopped. Almost a tying goal right there. And a big save there by Vejmelka. When I was testing out this new mic, I was listening back to the calls, and the horn was super loud on the Utah goals because of the horn. Yeah, it jump scared you. Oh, oops. That was not my intention. I was just trying to make the horn louder. Face-off one here. Schmid looking to clear. Kraus. A turnover right into the slot. Heineman. And then Kraus on the second attempt will clear it out of the zone. Shots are at 18-11 now in favor of the Utah Mammoth. 25 seconds to go. There's a penalty behind the play, I think. Or is there a fight? No, I think it's just going to be a penalty here. Or something happened. I'm not sure what happened. It seems like it, I think. It might have hit. No, it hit something on the bench. It went out of play, I think. Or no, they're thinking of something here. Talking about where this face-off should be. .807 to go, and the face-off comes back out to center. Right at the center logo, the Mammoth logo at center ice at the Delta Center here. 20 seconds to go. Schaefer drops it off. Horvat moving in. Deflected back in. I think it's dumped deep. And Sergachev will clear it down the length of the ice. And the Islanders are about to go 0 for 3 on their power play here tonight. Special teams might be their weakness if they lose this game. And they're 0 for 3 now as the penalty is expired on Logan Cooley. Barzell drops it off. Pulock has it. Palmieri lost it. Schaefer looks injured. Oh boy. Don't know what happened there. Something happened to Schaefer. Ian Cole moves it ahead. Shooting it back in from center. Pulock knocked it down. Race for the puck here. Anders Lee will get it. Lee waits. Lee centering pass. And the stick went flying there. Schaefer to the bench. We're out of the zone. Shot. Blocked in front. Schaefer is going down to the locker room now. He is injured. We don't know if he's going to be gone for the rest of the game or he's going to come back. We will see. I'll give you a report on that when we figure it out. Pajot along the boards. He gets boarded into the near boards right there. Oh my, that's a dangerous spot to be. 11-5. The hits favoring the New York Islanders. Pelech, a move. Pelech shot. Save. Vamelka. Along the boards, Pajot let it go. He didn't get a stick on it. Some tired Mammoth out there, especially Ian Cole and Logan Cooley. Cleared down the length of the ice. It will be an icing on the Mammoth, so they won't be able to change it. They still keep Cooley out there. And Schaefer is back on the bench. The rookie that was just picked up in the draft this year by the New York Islanders, a first-round pick. Oh, it was Stenlund and Schaefer colliding at the blue line. And it was an awkward collision there. Yikes. That looked kind of bad there, Brandon. Did you see that? It's a bad play there. It was almost a injury there.
That play was very disappointing.
Schmaltz looking to clear. Held in the zone by Drouin. Boqvist up high. Held in the zone. Barzell waits. Goes up high. Drouin playing it across. Islanders moving the puck here well. Here's Drouin. He waits. Centering pass deflected. Boqvist. Some Utah Mammoth have been out there for 2 minutes. Barzell leaving it. Holmstrom. Romanov. Pass it across. Feet in front. Couldn't get it from Drouin. Holmstrom looking to get it. Pressured along the boards. Boqvist. Barzell. Here's Drouin again. Back to the point. Held in by Romanov. Holmstrom. Ian Cole's been out there for almost 3 minutes. One-timer by Drouin was blocked and cleared down the length of the ice. No icing. And the Utah Mammoths get away with one there. Wow. Schmid will get in the corner, and they'll finally get to change Ian Cole that have been out there for 3 minutes. Back in are the Islanders. Sazika's a backhander towards the net, was wide. Goes back to the point. D'Angelo feeding it wide open. Here's a chance shot. And it deflects out of play. 4:45 to go. We'll be back. 2-1. Mammoth still lead. Welcome you back, everybody, here at the Delta Center. Join alongside Brandon. I'm Max. Glad you with us here on the NHL and MHS. And it's 2-1 Utah right now at the moment with 4:45 to go. Second period, 18-11. The shots favoring the Utah Mammoth. Brandon, thoughts on the game?
The scores are still about the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5-5 right there so far. So same score.
Yep.
From our last commercial break.
Yeah, it's been the final score since the first period, so we haven't seen any changes here. It
We have not.
rests my voice though, so.
No changes or improvements.
Take a water break and your voice just rejuvenates. And we're back under play here. Because I have a water bottle right next to me. That's what I need, water to do these games. Schaefer.
Come.
I gotta chug. Yeah, I'll chug on the stream. Well, I'm already halfway to this water bottle. So. Paterka will shoot it back in. That's gonna be an icing here with 4:14 left to go on the Mammoth. On the dumping by the Mammoth there. And Schaefer's on the ice right now for the Islanders, and then now he's going to go to the bench. Still was shaking off a little bit of the effects he had in that collision there with Stenlund. The Islanders played last night, so obviously they're going to be tired here. But they have put on a good effort, I feel like. Wouldn't you think? I mean, they played last night. They went to overtime last night. They had to travel from Vegas to Utah. I don't think they had a practice either.
No.
And
that definitely does not help them.
And they're keeping it a close game here. So, I mean, they could just get one shot on goal and this game could be tied. It's still a close game. So,
which is nothing new to me.
Nothing new, because you always join us with the most intense game. The one I did the other day was 7-3 Rangers. A lot of scoring in that one. No,
Something that wasn't a tie.
no, it was not. Been doing a lot of high scoring games, and that thing is starting to wear an effect on my voice. It's starting to be more raspy now.
Yeah, as you've gotten older, you tend to have that.
Schmid, and that's held into the line there by Hayden. 3:35 to go in the second period. Becomes a Crucial time here as the Islanders can't clear it out of the zone. Bumped off the puck. D'Angelo slaps it around. Gunther couldn't hold it in. It's going to be an icing here on the Islanders with 3:21 to go here in the second period. We'll have our intermission report coming up next. We'll go over the scores around the National Hockey League. And we'll have some thoughts with Brandon and reminisce over the past broadcast we did back in the day. Back in the day like it was 20 years ago. Back in the day as in like 3 years ago.
Back in the days when 20 years ago, you were correct that first time, sir. Well, from the last time I've been here in this beautiful broadcast with my friend that I've been friends with since 3rd grade, every single game.
Here's Keller. I'm sorry to cut you off. Here's Keller. Keller waits. We'll save it for intermission. Marino, down low, Schmaltz. Centering pass, Cooley. Didn't get a shot away, but he drew a penalty.
Why are they taking a nap on the floor? Shoots and goals, not taking naps.
D'Angelo and Pellick fell. I think they called that high sticking, and I think it's going to be a Utah power play. It is. I think there is a penalty. Yep, that is a high stick. That's going to be a penalty on Tony D'Angelo of the New York Islanders. And so the Mammoth, a huge power play here to try to extend their lead to 2. And Patrick Waugh on the bench, the head coach of the Islanders, wants a one-on-one with the referee. He is mad right now and livid. He does not like that. Yeah. The Islanders just trying to come back in the game here. And now they take a penalty, and it could be costly here if they get scored on. So we will see if this power play is effective for the Utah Mammoth. Down low, and the shot just barely missed wide. Sergachev give and go with Schmaltz. Gunther along the boards, feeding it down low for Cooley. Back for Gunther again. One-timer by Sergachev. Save made. 2-on-1 the other way. Here's Horvat short-handed. Shot, save made by Vamelka. He has to play it. And then it's whistled down as he played it too late. 2:40 to go. And the face-off will be in the Utah zone. That one-timer by Sergachev, I think, was blocked. Off the face-off. Tie up in the circle, and the Mammoth win it. Gunther, a minute and a half left to go on this power play here. Crucial one here in the game for the Utah Mammoth. Keller will move it ahead. Schmaltz right through the middle of the ice. Cooley dropped it off for Sergachev. Feeding it down low. Cooley up high. Sergachev. One-timer. Save made with 2:16 to go. I believe that was Gunther again with the one-timer. Look at that. Look at that shot. A good shot there and a good save by Riddick. Look at that. What'd you see on this?
A good shot indeed.
Good save there, too.
Mm-hmm.
2:16 left to go. A minute 11 left to go on the power play. Cooley right in front. Gets tripped up. No penalty. Schmaltz gets it back. Keller. Down low. Cooley between the legs. Couldn't. Oh, boy. That was close to being a goal right off the draw. Sergachev moves it through center. Now on the far wing. Sergachev trying to move to the outside. Rimmed it all the way around. And Cooley looking to hold it in. Too powerful of a pass. And he'll go back in the Utah zone with less than 40 seconds to go on the power play. 100 seconds left to go here in the second period. We'll have our intermission report coming up next. We don't have any goals to talk about until now. Here's Cooley. Backhander save. Almost a change in the score right there. Logan Cooley has had a couple of chances here on this power play. Just danced through the whole defense of the New York Islanders. And a good save there by Riddick, who has made 19 saves. Vejmelka only 11. Off the draw, one here cleared down the length of the ice. 1:25 to go, 20 seconds to go on the power play. 8-6 the shots favoring Utah here in the second period and the shots on goal. 12 seconds to go on the power play. Centering feed, here's Hayden's shot! And a save made as it deflected out of play off the pad of Riddick. And the shots now are 22-12. Man, oh man, have the Islanders been dominated here.
Oh, yeah.
6 seconds to go on the power play. Have our intermission report coming up next, everybody. Who's ever tuned in, the 7 people that are tuned in with us. Rimmed all the way around, Palmieri, and it's clear down the length of the ice, and the power play is over. They're 1 for 4. The difference right now is that power play goal. A minute left to go here in the period. And the question is, if the score stays the same here, the Islanders are going to have to get one past. Vejmelka again. Holmstrom, pass to the Drouin. Drouin dropped it off to the point. Pulock waits. Pulock shoots. It was blocked in front. Hayden will get it now with 37 seconds to go. Reversed it back to Schmid. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Peterka will move it in. JJ Peterka on the outside. Looking to center one off the side of the net. 24 seconds to go. Barzell gets through. Sergachev. Barzell trying to get it behind the net. Sergachev fell down. 15 seconds to go. Everyone's tied up as a pile of bodies in the corner with 9 seconds to go. Comes free for Sliplikov. 5 seconds to go. And Krause will slowly move it ahead. That'll end the second period. Still the same score after the first. 2-1 in favor of the Utah Mammoth. What did you think of that second period? Brandon. What did you think of that second period? Because it's not tied. There we go. Yeah, well, there's the answer, everybody. I predicted it. We'll be back, everybody, in just a moment with our intermission report. And it's a 2-1 lead for the Mammoth when we return. We'll be back. We're
You
back,
have
everybody,
definitely.
and I'm joined alongside Brandon right now. And what do you think of that not first period, second period? What do you think of that period?
Well, all I can say is so far, no one has scored
Yep.
as far as I can tell.
So the score after two, pardon me, is 2-1 in favor of the Utah Mammoth. Pardon me. 23-13, the shots favoring the Mammoth. So have a 2-1 lead into the goals. If anyone wants to look at them, here you go. I think we dissected these in the first intermission report. But right off the draw, Heineman on a slowed down shot puts it in 1-0. And then J.J. Paterko, a great pass by Kraus. These were the goals in the first period. We're just going over them once again because we really don't have much to talk about here. And Kraus, goal put in on the backdoor feed. Gunther, a power play goal on a 5-on-3. And that's at 18:35, a slap shot. And a perfectly placed shot there by Dylan Gunther. Power play goal on a 5-on-3. And it was 2-1, and it's still 2-1 here. And those are the shots on goal, 23-13. 51.2% of the faceoffs have gone to the Islanders. 0 for 3 on the power play on the Islanders. 1 for 4, the Utah Mammoth. 16-8, the hits favoring the Islanders. The block shots 15-8 in favor of the Utah Mammoth. 14-9, the giveaways favoring the Islanders. 3-2, the takeaways favoring the New York Islanders. These two teams meet again on January 1st, and that'll be the last matchup, and that'll be in Long Island at the UBS Arena. This is the only matchup they'll have here in Utah. So, shots in that second period were 10-7 in favor of the Utah Mammoth. There's a number, I guess. So with 8:32 to go, how do we fill this up this time, huh? How are we gonna fill up this time? We gotta fill it this time somehow, huh?
Yeah.
So all the games today have gone into overtime or a shootout. If we don't get it, anyone think they will hit 3-3? I mean, after that boring second period, I could expect a lot of goals in that third period. So Penguins over 6. Let's see. They gotta double it. Let's see. Double the score. So
The next person.
Yep. So Trey Donaldson wants it to be 3-3. So hopefully it goes over 6. I wanted to see some scoring. We haven't seen one since the first period. So 2-1 Nashville. In overtime, a comeback. Forsberg with a backhander with 1:10 to go in regulation tied it, his 8th of the season. And Steven Stamkos 44 seconds in with his 4th goal of the season. 2-1 Nashville. They come back in the Global Series in Sweden. And an overtime win by the Hurricanes 4-3. Max Sasson, I know my first name. Oh, nice. Vancouver up 1-0. Svechnikov again, 2-1 Carolina. Elias Pettersson, shorthanded goal. Garland, a power play goal. Taylor Hall tied at 6:26 into the third period, and Sebastian Aho, a filthy goal in overtime, won it 4-3. And that game that was tied 5-5, the game's over. Flyers win it 6-5 in a shootout. Kyrie scored the first one a minute 19 in. Zegers tied it. Snuggerud took the lead right back. Falk made it 3-1. Dvorak made it 3-2. Zegers tied it again. Zegers has been on a roll in Philadelphia. Holloway scores. Thomas scores. You think the Blues will be sitting comfortably with a 5-3 lead? Think again. Dvorak scored again, and Tippett tied it with 10:29 left in the third period, or into the third period, pardon me. And then Zegers, the shootout winner, and the Flyers come back from 5-3 down and win it 6-5 in a shootout. So, did a very entertaining game there. In our game, hopefully we see overtime tonight. Wouldn't you want to see overtime?
Uh-huh.
Everyone loves overtime. So.
Everyone loves some good overtime, that's right.
But what do you think the Islanders need to do here to try to tie this game up at 2 or whatever score it needs to be to send us to an overtime? Because right now, they don't look really good. What do you think they got to improve on here in the third period?
Everything.
Yeah, everything. Oh, wow. I mean, it's not ideal to get 7 shots in the second period. That's not really high offensive period. And they had a slow start to the game. They had like 4 shots, and yeah. The only goal by Heineman was in the first period. They got the lead, and now they are trailing 2-1 against the Utah Mammoth. 5 minutes away from our intermission from ending, and our third period resuming once again. So hopefully we make the time pass. Remember, you said you wanted to say a story or whatever. So we'll let you say it because right now I don't know how to fill up this time right now. So go ahead, Brandon. Just take the stage.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. So how was your day, Max?
Good.
That's good. What did you have for dinner tonight? What did you have for breakfast?
Okay, someone said in the chat. We'll read the chat then. Yeah, there we go. Uncommon Truth Shaman says he wants it to be 3-3, go to OT, and Utah winning it 4-3. That sounds like a good game right there. Hopefully it does happen because right now it's
Wow, 16 is probably the most we've ever gotten.
Yep. Oh, on a stream? Oh, right now. Let's look at that. Oh, the viewers are up. There we go. There we go, everybody. Oh, wow. Let's go over the goal calls, I guess. We can replay my goal calls, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to fill up this time.
Me neither. 14 viewers and 6 likes.
Let's see.
One of mine being included.
Oh, that's the horn. Oh, that was a strong horn. Paterka. Barzell intercepted that. That gets intercepted. Score! Marino moves it in. Passes it far wing. Cross in front. They score! They respond and tie it! So that was a tying goal right there. And let's play the goal call for the power play goal that has the difference right now in the game. It's going to draw. Score! 3 advantage here for Utah. Sergachev, one-timer, score! That's the difference in the game right there, that goal call signifying. Dylan Gunther, a one-timer in the circle. Power play goal, 2-1. So that's the difference right now in the game. And 2-1. So hopefully we do see a good third period here.
Yeah. If not, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
So we'll be taking a little bit of a commercial break. Not a commercial break. Just a 2-minute break. And then we'll be right back with the action.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
We will be right back.
Will we?
Will we? Is the question.
Find out and stay in the stream and figure out what's going to happen in the third period and see if we do come back or not. We'll be back, everybody. We'll be back, everybody, after the little break.
Commercial break as I watch my teammate get gunned down in cold blood.
Oh, okay. We'll be back. We welcome you back inside the Delta Center. Join alongside Brandon. I am Max. Glad you're with us here on the NHL and MHS. And we got a good third period, hopefully. It's a 2-1 game. And still some time here for the Islanders to try to come back in the game. So let's read this comment here. Uncommon Truth Shaman. Predators win plus Owen Tippett win, or Owen Tippett goal and assist and Gunther goal. He turned $5 into $430. I think it's a good bet right there. He made some bank right there. Gunther's goal is actually the difference in this game at the moment. So, welcome you in, everybody. Now on the NHL and MHS. If this is your first time, like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that stuff. I usually don't say
Tell
that.
your great-great-great-grandmother.
Okay. If your great-great-great-great-grandmother still with us, go tell her, I guess. If she's a hockey fan. There's gotta be one person that has that right now. A great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother.
Oh, better yet, tell your friend that you met on Roblox or something from across Indonesia.
Roblox. And then we're getting really specific here.
Yes, we are.
Interesting. We're underway here in the third period. Brandon, we need to see something here. Utah.
We need to see something here.
Yeah, for our own sake. Here's Barzell. Barzell centered. It deflected just wide of the net. Holmstrom. Not related to Holmstrom that would play with the Detroit Red Wings back in the day. Shot back in from the blue line. Won multiple cups with the Red Wings. 23.7 shots allowed per game. The Utah Mammoth has fewest in the NHL. They have been a very good team in not allowing the opponent to get shots on goal. Right now, the Islanders have 14. Utah's at 23. Moved ahead. It's deflected back in by Palmieri. Palmieri was trying to get to the loose puck. Along the boards. It is fought for as it was Simichev trying to get it. Looked like a trip there. No penalty. More than a minute in. Sergachev trying to clear it. Could not. Shot. Save made by Vamelka. Keller will stretch it ahead, and as dumped back in, Islanders are going to be offside. If they touch it, they don't, and both teams will go for a change. Keller will drop it off for Lawson Krause, or Nick DeSimone, pardon me. Here's Krause now. Lawson Krause will rim it all the way around. Peterka was trying to get it into the middle. Romanov sent back in. Here's Anders Lee. He lost the puck there on the poke check. And it's lifted up in the air. Back into the Islander zone are the Mammoth. McBain trying to get it. Peterka now behind the net. Now in the corner. Will feed it back to the point. Held in. Passing it down low. Was trying to get the passing going there and couldn't. Ian Cole. Passed it for Peterka, who shoots it back in from center. 23-15, the shots favor in the Utah Mammoth here in Salt Lake City at the Delta Center. Cizikas has some trouble. Turned it over to Yamamoto and is offside at the line. Lucky break there for the New York Islanders. Right now, we haven't seen much in almost 2 minutes and a half here in this third period. So hopefully we see some goals here. We haven't seen one since the first period and with like a minute left to go in it. Face off one here, Pellick. Played off the wall, Anders Lee. Sent back in, Sublikov. Cizikas was trying to get in the corner. Schmid slowly moved ahead here for Yamamoto. Got taken down, a penalty upcoming to the Islanders. D'Angelo touches it up now. And another Utah power play. And I believe they're going to call Richie for that penalty right there. And I believe it was either a slash or a hook. It's going to be a tripping. Got both of those wrong. And Richie gets called for it, and the Mammoth will have a chance to make it a 3-1 lead. See if they can score on this power play, and I guess you're playing Minecraft now. I can hear it.
I don't think Minecraft has gunshots.
No. I thought that was the dirt being digged up.
No, I barely play in survival mode.
Okay, so a power play for Utah. A tripping call on Callum Ritchie. And it's going to be another 2-minute power play for the Mammoth. Tied up in the circle and was taken down was, I believe, Schmaltz, and no penalty there. Show-handed to the Islanders. Horvat was trying to get it, tied up along the wall there. Palmieri just trying to keep it deep in the Utah zone, wasting some time here. Sergachev drops it off. 1 for 4 on the power play of the Mammoth. 5 shots on it. This is their 5th opportunity on the man advantage. They had a 5-on-3 power play goal. That's the only one in the game. That's the difference right now, though. Sergachev drops it off. Here's Schmaltz. Nick Schmaltz moving in. He made a move. Passed it. Sergachev delays. Gunther in the circle. Schmaltz at the goal line. Goes back for Sergachev. Sergachev again off the pass from Keller. Keller feeds it in the middle. Great play there to tie up the sticks. And Schmaltz. Holmstrom the other way with Romanov. Holmstrom waits. Sure-handed shot. Deflects into the corner. Romanov will play it back in his own zone. It's probably the worst power play we've seen from Utah in the game. That deflected out of play, too. Deflected off a body with 48 seconds to go. Great play there by Pajot to tie up the stick of Schmaltz, and then he slot shot chance. And Holmstrom right there trying to make it 2-2. Deflects off of a defenseman's stick and out of play. Shows are 2-0 in favor of the Islanders here in the period, though. No shots for the Mammoth. Entering in is Peterka. Circles back. Pressured along the wall by Pellick. Pollock now. Pressured by Yamamoto. And Palmieri clears it down the length of the ice, and nothing going on this Mammoth power play. This might be bad if it costs them. They're about to be 1 for 5 on the man advantage. Yamamoto will move it in. Yamamoto trying to feed it for Peterka. Couldn't. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Along the boards, it's fought for in the corner. Yamamoto and Peterka. Schaefer and Romanov. Back to the point, held in as it's moved around by Schmid. Sending it deep, Peterka. Peterka will send it deep into the corner. Behind the net, Hayden centering pass. Power play's over. Shot blocked in front. Schmid a shot. Deflected wide of the net. Peterka on his skates. Couldn't get it. Power play's over. Held in the zone, though. Hayden behind the net. Barrett Hayden using his backhand, using the body to get the puck possession. Marino passing it across in the circle. Shot towards the net was blocked in front and deflected to the Islanders bench and out of play. 5:09 into the third period. We haven't seen much here in this third period as well. Power play just goes by there. Ian Coldy shot towards the net. The block there. And it looked like someone was struggling to get back to the bench for the Islanders on the blocked shot. Not sure who it was, though. Oh, Pajot got tripped up after the play. That's why. Oh, that's why. 16-9, the shots favoring the Utah Mammoth. Still in the game. Face-off one here. And the Mammoth look to move it around here. Centering pass goes up in the air. Marino will rim it all the way around. And played off the wall. Here's Krause. Backhands it around. Let it go as McBain. Carcone up in the air. Deflects out of play into the netting. (23-15), the shots favoring the Utah Mammoth here in the third period. 5:27 into the third period. Moving it around here, the puck, Keller centered. Sergachev has it at the blue line. Shot off the post! Right off the goal post, and it could have made it 3-1. Here's Keller and a shot. Deflected to the corner. Schmaltz. That one hit the goal post. And a penalty upcoming here on the Islanders again. And it's D'Angelo once again going to the penalty box. He is arguing with the referee right now. He does not like the call. Wow. Hooking on Tony D'Angelo, and the Utah Mammoth are going back to the power play. That's a clear hook right there. Now I don't know why you're arguing that. We're now at 20 viewers in the live stream, so everyone, if you're joining, thanks for watching. And that deflection. Did you say it again?
And you people better subscribe.
Sounds like a threat.
It is.
Okay. So, just less than 6 minutes in, Utah's going to get their 6th power play opportunity of this game. And they're 1 for 5 already. The only one was a 5-on-3 goal. Keller, 5 shots on the power play on their 6th opportunity. Sergachev. Keller shoots off the glove. Went off of Cooley's glove, I think. Cleared. Here's Sergachev. He has the puck. He'll drop it off for Schmaltz. Keller. Schmaltz again. Gunther. Dropped it off to the point for Sergachev. Gunther has it. Playing it down low. Keller had some trouble with it. And it rimmed all the way around. Sergachev trying to hold it in. Here is Keller again. Keller in the high slot. Passing. What a pass. What a move. Gunther trying to make a play there was Cooley, actually. Cooley fell down along the board. Centering pass there. Couldn't go. Held in the zone, though, by Sergachev. Sergachev delays. Continues to wait. Looking for a passing lane. Cooley to Sergachev. Back for Cooley again. He has some room. Passing one-timer. Save made. Riddick on Keller. What a chance for the Utah Mammoth to go back. To go to a 2-goal lead, actually, in the game. They haven't had one. .6:53 into the third period. A good save there to keep the game a 2-1 score. 54 seconds to go. Stenlin, Cizikas in the face-off dot. Cizikas trying to win it, and a false start off the draw. And Stenlin, I believe, is going to get kicked out of the face-off dot. 25-23, the face-offs won, all in favor of the New York Islanders. Barrett Hayden wins the face-off. Schmid, one-timer! Deflected wide. Cooley. Barrett Hayden couldn't, or pardon me, Schmid couldn't hold it in. It was Stenlin, actually. Schmid will move it ahead behind the defense here. Hayden waiting, centered shot, what a save! Yamamoto down low, Hayden towards the goal line. Couldn't get it home. Schmid, 23 to go. Really nice save there. Holy moly. Schmid with 17 to go on the power play. Yamamoto back for Schmid again. Fires on goal, it was blocked by Schaefer in front of the net. And the Islanders with a gritty penalty kill here. Holmstrom shorthanded. Schaefer again injured. Goes to the corner. They're 1 for 6 on the power play. The Utah Mammoth. Almost a turnover right there. Wow, what a penalty kill by the New York Islanders. Marino will move it ahead. John Marino gets through a check. Centering pass is blocked away. Marino gets it back. McBain off the glass. Goes into the corner. McBain gets it in the corner. Tanev trying to get on the forecheck. Barzell gets there first. Both the 13s meeting up against each other. Pollock, and that's going to be no icing. It's a deflected. Anders Lee to the puck. He gets there first. Tied up along the boards, though. 11 and a half to go here in the third period. in a 2-1 Mammoth lead. To the line it goes. Bookvist across. D'Angelo, who's been in the box twice in the period. D'Angelo wraparound attempt was stopped. D'Angelo again trying to get it. And there's a penalty upcoming. And I think it's going against Utah. And a power play for the New York Islanders. 2-1. We'll be right back with a power play upcoming for the Islanders. We welcome you back inside the Delta Center. Joining alongside Brandon, I'm Max. Glad you're with us here on the NHL and MHS. And the Islanders, I believe, are going to the power play. So, the chance to tie the game here. And I believe Utah took the penalty. Yep. McBain in the box. And it's 2-1. And the Islanders, a desperate need to score on this power play here. Off the face-off. Tied up in the circle. And it's cleared immediately by Utah. 26-16, the shots favoring the Mammoth. Interference on McBain causes this power play to even materialize here. Here's Barzell to Drouin. Lost it at the blue line and is cleared by the Mammoth once again. Schaefer. Less than 11 to go here in the third. Schaefer. 0 for 3 on the power play of the Islanders. They have 5 shots as well on their power play chances. Drouin trying to get it in deep and he can't. That's twice now. So far, so good for the Utah penalty kills. Schaefer gets away from Schmaltz there and Horvat receives the pass. Drouin, another one of those bad chances to enter the zone by Drouin. Cooley shorthanded. Is offside at the line with 10:22 to go. So the faceoff will be outside the Islanders zone, and Schaefer is still a little bit slow to get on the benches sometimes. What are you watching? Can you turn it down?
What?
Just like loud noises in the background.
My God, why is your phone?
Shot, what a save! Oh, Stenlund had an open net and somehow Riddick got back. Here's Holmstrom, moves it ahead here. Centering pass for Holmstrom, stopped! What a save! On Vejmelka made the save there on Holmstrom. Wow. And it's played out to center. 25 to go on the power play. D'Angelo. Poke checked away. Sure-handed. Kraus, pardon me. Back in. Dropped it off. Heineman lost it. D'Angelo with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Only one shot on this power play for the Islanders, and it's about to be 0 for 4 on the night. And now it is. Man, oh man, power plays have not mattered in this game. Pajot's shot wide of the net. 9:10 to go. Rush here for Utah. McBain dropped it off for Cooley. To the point, Sergachev deflected wide. Ian Cole. Pollock off the glass. Trying to clear it. Can't. Almost a great pass to Keller from Cooley. Cizikas. Pajot lost it. DeSimone will move it ahead. Schmaltz dropped it off for Cooley. Cooley into the high slot. Past it. Out of the reach of Keller. Barzal, and the other way come the Islanders. Romanov poked off his stick. Held in the zone. Holmstrom has a chance to tie. He missed the net. The other way come the Utah Mammoth. Dumps back in. Riddick plays it behind his own net. 8:20 left to go here in the third period. In a 2-1 Mammoth lead. Here's Barzal. Holmstrom now. Dumps it in deep into the corner. Islanders looking to tie the game at 2. Along the boards. Holmstrom sends it deep. Barzal centering pass, and it couldn't go. Schaefer sending it deep. Barzal lost it off his skate. Schaefer gets it back off a board battle. Lost it again, and Gunther will move it ahead for Utah. Off a skate, so the Islanders get possession once again. 7:40 to go. Here's Schaefer with some speed, looking to tie the game at 2. Dropping it off. Palmieri. Pass into the circle. Heineman. Pellick to Heineman once again. Looking to tie the game at 2. Pellick at the blue line. Has it on his stick. Sends it behind the net for Horvat. And lost it to Schmid. He'll clear it off the glass and out of the zone as Schaefer couldn't hold it in, and now a whistle. With 7:17 left to go here in the third. 2-1. Utah will be right back as Holmstrom had a chance to tie and a great save by Vamelka. We'll be back with 7:17 left to go here in the third period. We're back, everybody, here inside the Delta Center. Joining alongside Brandon, I'm Max. Holmstrom had this chance to tie, and it just shot wide of the net. Rob Battler said, pardon me, need Utah to hit my 6 leg. So, they see a lot of goals here. We need 3 goals for that. We'll see. Cleared out the center. Tanev was shooting back in. 7 minutes left to go here in the third period. Romanov off the boards. Boqvist lost it into the middle. It was close. Oh, a huge hit along the boards by Stenlund. Oh, my bad. Yamamoto. Ian Cole. Everyone was asking for 6 goals, so I was thinking you were doing the same thing. But never mind. Boqvist. Bringing it back. Here's Romanov. Barzal right through the middle. Barzal continues to wait along the boards. Barzal driving towards the net. Now goes behind the net. Now feeds it up. High shot. Save. Rebound. Open net. Score. Tie game. Jonathan Drouin has tied the game with 6:16 left to go, and immediately a conference between the referees. But for the moment, the game is tied at 2. Let's see. Oh no, that doesn't even matter at this point. Nope, that's a good goal. That should be a good goal. And never win it on the first attempt. Now they're ruining no goal. Oh, they're going to review this. Let's see.
You can't kick the puck into the net. Oh, and they put it.
Right now, it seems like there's a kicking motion for Jonathan Drouin, but the kicking motion didn't go into the net initially. Utah put it in after he had kicked the puck. It was at the goal line. It was a save, and then Schmid put it into his own net. He was trying to glove it. I think this goal should count. Apparently, Rob Battler does not want it to count. But with 6:16 left to go, a huge review here to see if this game is tied or not. We'll find out as the referees discuss about this. A huge call here on the ice. Jonathan Drouin did kick it, but it was, I believe, Nate Schmid put it into his own net after the fact Drouin had kicked it in. It has to count, I think. I think this should count because we have, I want OT. Yes, sir, yes.
Yes.
We'll see. The kicking motion would have been credited for the goal, though. Therefore, no goal. You got a point there. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, because even if they put it into their own net, yes, Jonathan Drouin will still have credit for that goal because he did kick it, and then it was stopped at the goal line, and then it was put in by a own Utah player. The review here. We'll see. I'm going to just remove this for right now. Or it looks like they're going to make the call right now. This is a big call. Listen in, everybody. Either we have a tie game.
After a video review, 88 from Utah, placed the puck into the net. Therefore, this is a good goal.
Good goal. And the game is tied at 2 with 6:16 left to go in the third. They say that Schmid put it into his own net, and so the goal will count. Oh, that's a terrible call.
Here we go. Sergachev and Drouin getting aboard.
That's a terrible call. The puck had already gone in the net. God wants my generational hell streak to go on forever in the worst ways. Apparently so. There's still a lot of time here. So the Islanders tie it up. Wow. In a controversial-like way with that goal. Riddick plays it off the glass. So the game is tied at 2. Jonathan Drouin with the goal that deflects out of play with 5:59 left to go here in the third. 2-2 here in Utah. We'll be right back after these little break here, and we are even at 2. We'll be back. Welcome you back inside the Delta Center, and Jonathan Drouin has tied the game at 2. And we are back, everybody. And this is crazy because this game was the best odds on my entire parlay. Lol. Minus 220 was only. Wow, that's insanely unlucky. Third goal of the season for Jonathan Drouin. Horvat along the boards, tied at 2 here in Utah. And moved ahead here. Race for the puck is Schaefer. Along the boards, Keller trying to get it. Palmieri flips it out of the zone. 5.5 minutes to go here in the third period. A tie game at 2. Moved ahead here. Schmaltz intercepted at center. Duclair will move it ahead. Great feed. Shot by Pajot was blocked. Sergachev cleared it. Down the length of the ice, no icing, played by Riddick. In the final 5, here in the third period of play, here in Utah now. Shot back in by Pellick. Rimmed it all the way around. Lee couldn't get it. Barrett Hayden now will move it ahead. Shot back in, knocked down. Moved ahead, almost a stretch pass there for Anders Lee. No icing as it deflected off his stick. Now some speed here. Here's Gunther. Shooting it back in. Sending it deep into the corner. Carcone behind the net here. Wraparound attempt. It's loose in the slot. Drouin looking to clear it. Couldn't. Held in the zone though by DeSimone. And it's picked up here by the Islanders. Schaefer will shuffle his way through. DeSimone steals it away, though, from Schaefer. Stick handling through center. Yamamoto was trying to get it. He gets through Pulock, tying him up along the boards. 4 minutes to go here in the third period. Centering pass out of the reach of everybody there, and Utah will have to go back. Mamelka out to play it with less than 4 to go here in the third period of a tie game at 2. Sergachev moves it ahead. Back in are the Mammoth, a backhander on goal, was stopped. Cooley. Now Sergachev shot off the shoulder of Riddick. Bounced off the boards. Here's a chance on side for Palmieri. Wraparound attempt. Now he shoots and a save. He passed it. Up in the air. It stays in play. Pellick with 3.5 to go. Out of the zone for Utah. Palmieri looks to re-enter. Sergachev steals it away from him. Cooley plays it back for Sergachev. Sergachev has it with 3:10 to go. Shot back in by Kraus. Rimmed it all the way around. taken down in the corner, McBain. And some trouble here by the Islanders. Pajot, Bokovic now off the glass, trying to clear it. Shots are 5-4 in favor of the Islanders here in this third period. 2:50 left to go here in the regulation. Tie game at 2. Moves it ahead was Pajot right to the middle. Anders Lee trying to backhand it back in. Couldn't. Tied up along the boards in front of the Utah bench. As players go for a line change here with 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Marino has it in his own zone. Past it. Here's Keller to Schmaltz. Dancing his way through. Schmaltz waits. Trying to center one. It was intercepted there by Pullock. And the other way come the Islanders. Barzell feeds it for Schaefer. Schaefer shoots and a save. Rebound missed wide. Oh, the chance for the game winner right there, and he couldn't put it home. Romanov with 2 minutes to go in the regulation. Horvat the other way with some speed. Bo Horvat driving to the net. Wraparound attempt. Oh, what a save. It might have went off the side of the net. It did not go in, though. Romanov playing it. 1:40 to go here in Utah. Romanov, stretch pass, deflected at center. Where's the puck? Goes to the far boards. Here's Gunther. Gunther moves it in and he shoots and a save made. Good shot there with 90 seconds to go here in the period. Palmieri fell down. Rimmed it all the way around. Heineman backhanded by Horvat wide of the net. Palmieri towards the front. Horvat deflected it wide at the top of the crease. Schaefer now it's passed down low, right in the slot. Palmieri couldn't settle it down. 70 seconds to go. Dumped back in by Utah. They'll go for a change. Exhilarating time. Exhilarating moments here in Utah in the final minute regulation. Ian Cole rimmed it all the way around. Anders Lee intercepted that along the boards. Utah looking to clear. And Peterka gets it out. Race for the puck here. And Romanov gets their first turnover shot. Rolled towards Riddick. And a save with 41.2 to go. Schaefer had an opportunity to win it, and I think he got stopped there on the rebound. And Schaefer with a beautiful opportunity. The rebound just barely missed. Unbelievable chance there. And then Horvat driving wraparound off the side of the cage. I thought it was a save. No, it was not. 41.2. Shots are even at 6 here in the third, and it seems like we have a timeout being called here by Patrick Waugh's squad, I think. Yep, it's a timeout for the Islanders with 41.2 to go, and they're in their own zone here. Got to figure out a way to get that puck out of the zone and try to avoid a costly mistake here. Welcome you in, everybody. If you're just joining us, 2-2. Everyone's starting to join now as it's the only game left in the night. And it's a 2-2 game with 41.2 to go in the third period. 2-2 tie. Can the Islanders come back again? 2 straight nights in a row. Or will Utah solidify their win with potentially an overtime winner? We'll see. 29-19, the shots favoring the Islanders and the Utah Mammoth. The Mammoth with almost 30 shots on goal. The Islanders with almost barely 20. Pajot and Cooley in the faceoff dot. Pajot wins a huge faceoff for the Islanders. Cleared along the boards out to center. Played back into the Utah zone with 30 seconds to go in the third period. Played out to center again. Pellick deflected back in by the Islanders. Ian Cole pressured by Barzell. He steals it away for just a moment. 20 seconds to go. And stolen away here by Cooley. Maybe one last rush for Utah. They can hurry. Cooley will try to dump it back in. Knocked down off the glove. Held in the zone for just a moment. Holmstrom pokes it out with 9 seconds to go. Pellick will circle back. Pellick plays it for Barzell. 4 seconds to go in the third period. Flipped back in. We're going to overtime. And in overtime, the first time we've had here on the MHS network in a regular season game since the Jets and Washington Capitals game from last season when Ehlers scored the game winner. So we will have overtime here in Utah. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. End of regulation and an overtime upcoming here. Can the Islanders complete the comeback? Or will the Utah Mammoth solidify their win here in overtime? We will see. Siempre. Siempre.
Commercial break.
It's not commercial break right now because we're about to go into overtime, Brandon, if you just missed it. We are tied at 2, overtime. This is going to be insane.
Yes.
Overtime here in Utah. So, our first overtime of this season coming to you right now. And, everyone loves a good overtime game here in the regular season. All of the games tonight either went to an overtime or a shootout. So, obviously, this one had to go as well. The Jonathan Drouin goal was kind of controversial, though. I don't know if that should have counted, but the league ruled it did. And he tied the game with 6 minutes and a half to go, and we are going to overtime due to that goal. And the overtime winners we've seen in this season, Barzal for the Islanders. And then last night, Pajot, shorthanded goal, just 7 seconds into the Vegas power play, scored to give them a 4-3 comeback win. And in overtime here, Schaefer is out there for the Islanders. 2 games have gone into overtime and finished in overtime. One went to overtime, wasn't concluded in overtime, and was decided in a shootout. We'll see what we see here in the Delta Center. Horvat's out there to take the faceoff. Heineman's out there. Gunther as well. Stenlund, and I believe Cooley, or Sergachev. It's Sergachev. No. Schaefer, we're underway here in overtime. Schaefer plays it. Here's Horvat with the puck. Dropped it off, or tried to. He faked the drop pass. Horvat, now to Schaefer. Possession first for the Islanders here in overtime. Schaefer will move it ahead with some speed. Heineman will slow it down. Keller's out there for Utah. Heineman pressured by Keller, almost stolen away by Clayton Keller. Almost. Keller continues to force on Heineman, and now he creates a 2-on-1. Now a 1-on-1 shot blocked in front. Heineman off the boards. Held in the zone. And it will circle back out the center. Here is Barzal carrying it in, and then he slowed it down and re-enters. Barzal getting some speed. He shoots, and a save. Vamelka. And we get a whistle. 1:02 into overtime. Jesus Francisco is not liking this team right now. I understand your frustration. I'm not a Utah fan. I think you're a Utah fan, but. And Barzal on the bench now. 3:58. Hayden and Pajot on the face-off dot. Stenlund's out there. Or, pardon me, Schmidt's out there, and Carcone. Off the draw, 1 by the Islanders. Pellick, a backhander on goal and a save. Pajot will play it back out the center. Holmstrom will have to go back. Played by Riddick behind his own net. Holmstrom played it. That was awkward play there. Circled back was Pellick. 3.5 left to go here in overtime. The 5-minute overtime, 3-on-3. Horvat stretches it up for Holmstrom. Pellick's going to the benches and changed for the Islanders. Schaefer's out there. Matthew Schaefer had a chance to get the game winner in regulation. Missed on the rebound. Horvat. Holmstrom's going for a change. Carries it back out the center was Bo Horvat. Here's Barzal. Barzal gaining some speed. Barzal slows it down. To Schaefer. Schaefer waits. Slows it down again. Barzal switching places with Schaefer. Barzell waits. Barzell to Schaefer. A one-timer. He scores! Matthew Schaefer, the overtime winner. And the Islanders come back and win it 3-2 in overtime. The third straight game won in overtime. The first time in franchise history for the Islanders. And they win it 3-2. The comeback is complete in Utah. Got the night of the game winner regulation. He scores the overtime winner here in Utah to give him a 3-2 final score at the Delta Center. An overtime goal by Matthew Schaefer. What a way to end it, Brandon. And thank you, Uncommon Truths, Chapman. Thank you for the compliment there. And hopefully you come back and watch our streams when we do more streams. We'll probably be doing more throughout the whole season, playoffs, and all that stuff. What a goal by Schaefer. One-timer. Great pass by Barzell. And Schaefer, jumping for glee, goes to his teammates, celebrates to get the overtime winner. And you sub too. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of y'all that tuned in tonight. And we'll see you next time. Brandon,
Yes.
an overtime winner for the Islanders, and they come back and win it 3-2.
Oh, wow.
So from Brandon, I'm Max. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time here on the NHL and MHS. Good night, everybody.